Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've been talking to Trisha, who is mom of 2 boys on YouTube, and she asked me to do the old Christmas tree tag. She did it a couple weeks ago and her tree is beautiful. If you guys haven't seen her video, hop over and see her tree because I love it. It's just super cute. So anyway, I told her that I would do this tag, so here we go. The first question is it real or fake? This tree is fake. I do like having real trees and I have had them in the past, but I haven't, in a couple years. Unfortunately, my family is very busy most of the time transitioning from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So this year it was just easier to get this tree out of the attic, but that's okay because I like it. It's pretty. LED, color, or clear lights. A lot of the times, especially upstairs, I like to have clear lights, but this year they are colored. I have 2 teenage daughters who a couple years back I was putting clear lights on the tree and they're like, "Mom, we always do clear lights. Can't we do colored lights?" So colored lights it is. Star or angel? I have a star on my tree. Here, I'll see if I can get it in the picture. It's kind of sideways, but I have had an angel in the past, but it's been a while. I just really like the star. I like what it represents to the Christmas season. So a star it is for our house. How tall is the tree? This tree I think is about 6.5 feet. Not that tall, but it fits in our space. Tinsel? No, we don't do tinsel. I have done tinsel when we have a real tree and I know that the whole thing is going to go outside, but on this tree, I just, excuse me, I just can't deal with the mess of what tinsel does. Do you add candy canes? No. I have in the past, again, but my kids are grown up and they don't eat them. So there really isn't any point for me to add candy canes. So far, this has been a pretty boring tree. Color coordinated ornaments. Not really, not this year. Because of doing the multicolored lights, I really feel like color, you know, the whole spectrum of the lights on the tree as ornaments is pretty fun. So I wouldn't say that they're coordinated as far as like some people will do 2 colors, but they are, yeah, it's just multicolored because the lights are multicolored. So that's what we did this year. When do you put up the tree? Typically, we put it up a couple days after Thanksgiving. We like to get started right away around here. This year it did not happen because we've just been busy, but that's typically what we shoot for. How many trees do you have? We have 2. We have this tree upstairs, and then down in the family room, we have a white tree that we do not have up yet, but we will have by our family party on Christmas Eve. So that one has like teal and pink. I like to do a lot of more vintage colors on that white tree. It's just fun and it, you know, it's different than upstairs. So I enjoy that. Ribbons and bows? No. I used to have bows, but I've just kind of moved away from those over the years. Favorite ornament? Okay, this one is a little tricky because I like a lot of ornaments. Something I'm really into is vintage ornaments. I love anything old. I think it's because Christmas, everything about Christmas takes me back. You know, I'm an adult woman, I'm 38 years old. So when I think of my Christmas memories as a child, I think of my grandma's house and I think of what was in her house and what was on her tree. And then every Christmas movie that you see, you know, any Ebenezer Scrooge or It's a Wonderful Life, any of those movies, they're set in a different era. So when I think of Christmas, I love that. I love anything vintage, which is why I have most of these ornaments here on my tree. These are some that my daughter picked up for me. And then these ornaments here that are a teardrop, these are probably, I would say, my favorite ornaments. I have 3 of them, 2 gold and 1 silver. Those were a gift from my mom, and they are, see, now I should have found out the information. They are a certain type of ornament, and they are very old. So they kind of get stored in a special place when all the ornaments get put back away. I typically don't put them on the Christmas tree, to be honest, because it makes me nervous. So I would say those are my favorite. If that's the case, if they're like treasured that much, right? But I decided to this year. I had to turn the chair, or I had to turn my stand a little bit, because one more ornament that I would have to say is one of my favorites. It's probably not very visible here, but do you see this little guy, this little bird right here? My daughters and I have been putting a fake bird in the tree for probably 10 years. It's kind of like, if we have any traditions with the tree, that's kind of it. It's funny because our last bird he was styrofoam. He's one of those like styrofoam birds that they glue feathers to. He kind of got beaten up one too many times getting put to and from the attic. So it was really time for him to retire, which really upset them, the thought of not having a bird in the tree. So I found another one, and this little guy just clips on the branches, and it becomes a, where is the bird? Find the bird. So that's a fun little thing that we do. And I will say this guy is my new favorite animal. I don't know. I like putting birds and things that fly in the tree. There's something about it. So this little owl guy, I got him last year, and I love having him sit at the top of the tree. So those are a couple more of my favorite ornaments. Where is the tree? The tree is sitting in my living room, but it's actually my dining room right now. Ever since Thanksgiving, we had 13 people over at our house, my family and my husband's family, for Thanksgiving, and my house is not that large. I have a typical eat-in kitchen, and it fits my dining room table. So we had to rearrange everything. We put the sofa and the chair in our eating area, and then we turned the living room into our dining room. So because we did that, we decided for the first year to keep it that way through Christmas, hoping that we're gonna have a Christmas dinner, and it just keeps it dressy. It was something different to do, so that's what we did. Everyone enjoys sitting in the kitchen. It's like I'm cooking and they sit there and chat with me, or we make our coffee in the morning and we sit. It's just, it's intimate and it's different. So we've been enjoying that for the last month. A train set? No, we don't have a train set. We've never had a train set. My daughters have never been into them, so we just don't have one. Fake snow or frost, we don't do either of those. Again, it's always been the mess factor, like the tinsel. It's just something I don't want to have the hassle of cleaning up, so it's just never been our thing. I'm more into a more elegant style, to be honest. Like, I enjoy the beaded garland. Like, I'll put a little bit of this kind of garland up, but then mostly it's beads everywhere. Beads all over my mantle, all over, I got some going on back there. I just love that. So no snow, no frost. When do you take it down? We don't really have a set date, just like we don't have a set date to put it up. Whenever it fits. Now, I will say, right after New Year's, I'm ready. Like, I've been dealing with fall decorations and then straight into Christmas decorations, and I'm just at the beginning of the year, I'm ready to get everything cleaned up, everything fresh, everything rearranged. So I am ready. Like, January 2nd, I would do it if I have time. My daughters don't like that. They like to extend the Christmas feel a few days. So I usually give it a few days into January, but by the time January hits, I'm ready to be done and I'm ready to clean everything up. So yeah, that is my Christmas tree, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And as far as tagging anyone, I just tag anyone who wants to do it. I love watching Christmas tree. I love seeing what other people create with their Christmas tree. I think it's definitely a creative outlet. which is why my daughters and I struggle so much to come together in the end as to what our tree really looks like. So I would love to see your Christmas tree if you want to do this tag, and I just thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!